What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Matt from Matt's California Fireworks, and today I have kind of a video just for the nerds. And when I say nerds, I mean people who would care about this, because most people obviously won't. This is about how to tell how old your fireworks are. And if that makes no sense to you, it's because, well, you probably just don't care. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because, number one, I'm just curious. And it gives you a little more intel about how these companies work. And number two, because of things like Storm Runner back there, which we've already discussed, where the one that ends in 2-1 is the good one, and every other one since then has kind of sucked. And basically, the way that's going to work with Phantom is that ending code is more than likely the manufacturing year. Now, why would you want to know this? It helps you look for stuff that's been watered down. It also helps you keep track of when it got watered down and stuff like that. So, especially for those of you who may be like in the business of collecting, I am kind of not, but also kind of am, judging by, yeah, that. Anyways, I'm going to talk about Phantom first, because Phantom, I think, is the easier one to figure out. So this is Spirit in the Night. We know it was new for California last year, but it's not a new fountain. But anyways, the way you're going to tell is that code right there, 11424. So the ending is more than likely the year this was made. And I wouldn't mind betting that this one is probably the exact same code, because they probably are out of the exact same case. So again, the ending, that's more than likely when it was made. Let's check this Serenity. This Serenity right here, the one with the ripped open. Well, actually, no. This is a one I bought recently. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it will be newer. Okay, that's a 11425. This is the one I bought this year. Pretty sure it's the one that this one is the one I bought this year, because I'm pretty sure this one is the one. The one I bought this year is the one that has that. I'm pretty sure my old one is also a 2.5, because I bought it last year. Yep, 11425. Now, is this date always going to correspond to the year you bought it? No, because if stuff isn't sold, it just goes into a warehouse and they keep it for a year. Let's grab this Magic Beans. Well, actually, no. Now that I've gone, let's look at more Phantom stuff, and then I'll look at the Magic Beans. So, Flaring Stars. This is technically a, whatever that is, product, but it's also sold by Phantom. Okay, this is a 2021 Flaring Stars. And then, let's grab these two. I'm just gonna grab one, because again, these are most likely out of the same case. And this is a 22 Flaring Stars. The old Flaring Stars wrap, I don't know if you guys remember that there was an old wrap on this. I actually had it the year before I started this channel. I'm pretty sure that was a 19 or 20 wrap. So now, I want to show you with TNT, now that you kind of get the gist. And again, if you think this is kind of stupid, why would I need to know this? Go ahead, fine. Actually, I'm going to look at Morning Glaze. 80825. And here, this is a very old pack of Morning Glories that I happen to know I bought in 2019. And as you can see, it ends in 19. Now again, that's not always going to correspond to the year. It'll just be before you bought it. It always will be before you bought it. Now I'm going to talk about TNT products. TNT, I had a bit more difficulty figuring out, and the only reason I really figured it out was because I was just looking at this stuff, because what else are you going to do with fireworks that you're not ready to light yet? Just look at them. So this is Sprinkles, new for this year. But let's see, what's the date on this one? 25-1, 2025. That's what that means. This is a Magic Beans. I bought this in 2024. If my theory is correct, we will have a date before that. And as you can see, we do. We have a 2020 Magic Beans right there. Game mode, this came out in 2023 or 2022, I want to say. But either way, I bought it in 2023, as you can see by the fact I've written it on there. Sometimes I've been doing that before I knew how to do this barcode, because I like keeping track of this stuff because I'm a nerd. 2022. Let's look at an orchid here. The older the orchid, the better it is, the better the chances that this one won't suck, because the newer orchids kind of suck. Yeah, that's not old enough. I mean, that's a 2021. So it's been around a while, but we need older than that for good orchids, in my opinion. Now we got two toxic barrels. One of them I bought this year, one of them I didn't. Thankfully, we have an easy way to tell. The one I bought that is old from last year does not have plastic wrap on the top. Let's see how old this toxic barrel is. This is a 2021, a 2020. And then this one, I want to say this one up here is a 23. Yep, 23. So, are they any different? Probably not. I mean, every fountain's a little different, but if there's any of them that have been watered down, it's going to be the newer one, and you'll know that way. Let's go ahead and grab Wild Side, because I'm genuinely curious when this was made, because I thought this got discontinued, and most likely they kind of went in the warehouse and found boxes of them. Let's see. I gotta find the barcode. Yeah, this is a pretty old one. This is 2022 Wild Side. Tiny Titan came out last year. That means you're most likely going to see either a 25 or a 24 on the code. Let's see. Yep, a 24. Since I only have Tiny Titans I bought in 2025, they're most likely all 2024s. But we'll see, just because maybe these came out of a different case. Yeah, they're all 24s, probably. Let's look at this one. 24. Okay, now I'm going to show you 3 centennials that I'm pretty sure all happen to have different ages. And surprisingly, if I looked at this correct, I might be misremembering. The most recent one that I bought, which is this one that's ripped, is actually not the newest one, because again, sometimes they just bury these cases in the back of the warehouse and they don't know. This is the oldest one I have. It is a 2021. I purchased it in 2021. That's right, this fountain has been sitting around in my house for 5 years. Will it get lit? Maybe. I don't know. Eventually. You never know. Let's find that barcode. Where is it? Okay, it's right here. Yep, see, this is a 19 Centennial, a 2019 Centennial. And you might be going, well, Centennial came out in 2020. Well, they order all their stuff in advance. So naturally, you're going to have it about a year older. The oldest one you're going to have is, we'll say, about a year older than when the fountain first came out. Excluding cases such as Spirit in the Night, where it's been being produced forever, but just barely came to California. This is the Centennial that I most recently bought. I bought it the other day. You can tell because of the wrap having a hole in it. This is a 21 Centennial. So that one has been sitting in a TNT warehouse for potentially a pretty long time. Is it going to perform badly? No, unless if it was properly stored, which most likely it was. And this is also a 21. This one was purchased in 2023, and they're both 21s. Now, I'm going to look, just because I want to know what that, if the FD38 on this matches. Yeah, most likely these two are pretty much the exact same fountain and the exact same batch, even though this one was purchased 3 years after this one. I'm going to put this back. So, are you starting to get my point? Again, some people are probably like, why do you need to know this? The truth is you don't. The truth is I'm looking for stuff to make videos on until I get more fireworks, which will be in a couple of days. Let's look at this. Dino 2-pack. This was new to grocery stores, and I want to say 22 or 23, but only recently came to California. Let's see if that barcode tells us anything about when it was made. 23. Yeah, that about matches up. And then the next thing, let's look at a new item from TNT. This one is most likely going to say 25, if I can find the barcode. There it is. Yep, 25. So, there you have it. One last thing I'm going to check. This crypto was bought in 2024. Crypto was new in 2023, which means the oldest day we're probably going to have on this is a 22. So there you have it. That's how you tell how old your fireworks are, at least for TNT and Phantom. Freedom? Do I have anything from Freedom here? Yeah, okay. It's probably the same as TNT. Let's see. 23, yeah, I bought these in 24. I bought these last year. This one will be difficult because ground blooms don't really have barcodes on them. And it's not focused. Yeah, ground blooms, what they do at the stand is they give you, them a big brick. And the brick has the code that you scan for each one of these. So you can't tell on that one. I am curious. Boy, this video is never going to end. How old this is. I might have to scroll all the way around the fountain to find the barcode. Here it is. Alright, say 20. It's a 20. Which makes sense. I bought this in 25. So this, again, most likely has been sitting around the warehouse for a while. So anyways, that's how you tell. And the reason I'm pretty sure that it is the age is, again, it matches up with the years we're in. All of these fountains have it, and all of them were made on or before the year they were purchased, in cases where I remember which year I purchased them. So that's how you tell how old your fireworks are. And it also helps you differentiate batches, kind of like the Storm Runner we've talked about here, which has the 2-1, the 2-2, there's a 2-5, and there's a 2-6. Only the 2-1 is really good. The 2-5 is alright. The 2-2 sucks. The 2-6 is okay. But the 2-5 is better than the 2-6. That's how you tell. I'm going to sign off because 12 minutes and 48 seconds, or whatever this video is at, it's now at 12 minutes 50 seconds. It's going to go to 13. Is too long to be talking about this topic that, again, I'm pretty sure nobody really cares about. But I'm going to talk about it just because maybe there's somebody who does. Anyways, that's all. See you in the next video. Bye.